Whoa, holy cow, you guys! Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Holy moly! It's so good to see. Hey, Cinnamon Bun! Oh, and Osha, how are you guys? Lacey, Lily, Meg, Katie, Dino Boy, Saka, Kim, Alpha Ash, A Day in My Life, Cow Crazy, Crystal Kitty, Cap, Fear Me, Jen, Meg, Wolf. I'm pretty sure I could probably say hello, Wolf, and that covers like half of you guys too. Wolves are such a big part of our community and will hopefully be a big part of our zoos soon. Also, you guys, hello! Hello guys, hello. Oh, Tanner or Tranner, thank you so much. I love those emojis. You guys know I'm a sucker for the hieroglyphics of emojis. I really love them. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad you're having such a good time. Okay, all right. I had something so important to tell you. Was it about wolves? It was about wolves. It was about our zoo. It was about what we are going to be doing today. Okay. So let me make sure everything's working. The music, that's right. Okay, Ren, thank you. I was trying to remember the really important thing I have to do at the beginning of every stream. Let me know if the audio is okay, you guys. If my voice is a little soft, I might turn my voice up just a teensy bit. Whoa, whoa. And I love the music that we have in Planet Zoo. It's just amazing. I love Planet Zoo. Like, I have to like pinch myself right now and realize it's here. It's here. Like, we had a panda escape in our very first episode of our brand new daily zoo series. It feels so nostalgic to have a daily zoo series again. I am so freaking happy about that. And I am so happy about everything that we're going to get a chance to do to raise a bunch of animals together, to learn more about them, and to like take part of a whole bunch of community challenges to try to like raise a ton of those animals and set them free. This is so perfect. Also, thank you so much for saying that it was good for you. Juliana, I really appreciate that. There we go, there we go. All right. And yes, Allah, hey, it's so good to see you. It is indeed Planet Zoo. I really cannot freaking believe it's here. And it is everything I dreamed it could be. I have spent most of the day working on our new Zoodesia Zoo. Don't worry, that doesn't mean that anything's going to happen to the Minecraft Zoodesia Zoo. I just figured Zoodesia Zoo is a good name. But we have a new daily zoo in Planet Zoo where we will have daily episodes as I discover more about what Planet Zoo has to offer, as we really work with some of our animals, and I learn how much I can completely mess up. It is so much harder to run a zoo than you would think, and I have made so many mistakes that I think you guys are going to think are hilarious, but thankfully, all of you tonight benefit from those mistakes because we're actually going to go ahead and we are going to create a new sanctuary together. So you and I, guys, tonight, we're going to be making a wildlife sanctuary where our goal will be to have tons of adorable little babies that we can send out for conservation credits to the wild, or to be able to work on this, the Eye of the Tiger franchise community goal. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that's going to be awesome. All right, let me squiggle some things around on my screen so I can see what y'all are up to. All right, there we go, there we go. Ah, gosh, I'm so glad you are enjoying it, guys. Oh, thank you, Cow Crazy Gamer. You're so sweet. And Wolf Girl. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight. We're gonna have a good time. So what I want to do with our Planet Zoo experience is we have our daily series where we have Zoodesia Zoo, and every day for quite a while until I just feel like I have gotten over the biggest part of my zoo excitement, which I don't see happening for a long time. We're going to have a slowly evolving zoo where you guys are going to really get to know the animals as the unique characters that they are. We're going to celebrate their lives in all sorts of fun ways. I don't want to give away too many hints about what I've been working on already for the Daily Zoo series, but I'm really so in love with it. I'm so in love with the animals, and I think you guys are going to love it. But I don't want to mess with our daily zoo when we stream. And if you guys don't know, I do stream twice a week now, Friday and Saturday over on Twitch. I am still experimenting with the schedule, but that's working fairly well so far. And we will be streaming mostly over on Twitch, but I'll pop over here to YouTube if we have a lot of people here who would love to see our stream challenge zoo. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to leave our daily zoo to its peaceful, ever-evolving little daily place. And we are going to make a new zoo, and it's going to be our wildlife sanctuary zoo. And that's where we're going to try to tackle a whole bunch of these cool challenges, like the franchise community goals. And that's where we're going to try to breed up like a whole bunch of lucky finds that we can get on the animal market. And we're going to try to discover the wider variety of the animals. So it should be pretty fun. It's also going to be a little bit tricky. And Wisty Fish, are you going to be able to get cheap tigers because of the community goal? Like, fingers crossed. I think people have been pretty reasonable about the price of tigers, but the thing is you need both a male and female tiger, and getting those conservation credits can be so hard. But all right, let's go ahead. We're going to open up a franchise zoo together, guys. So we're going to dive over to our pixel biology, and you can't see it because my big old face is in the way, so let me try moving it. There we go. So we're going to dive into our pixel biology franchise, and I have saved painstakingly up 879 conservation credits from some behind the scenes stuff for our daily series I've been working on. And we're going to open up a brand new zoo, the sanctuary, where our first goal is going to be that Eye of the Tiger franchise community goal. We need tigers and we need their babies. That is going to be what we're going to try to tackle. So, all right, we're going to open up a new zoo. It does cost conservation credits whenever you open up a new zoo, so use them wisely. These conservation credits are how you get the rarer animals from the animal market. And other people are the ones putting the animals up on the market, and sometimes they charge you an arm and a leg and an extra spleen just because they can. So use them wisely, save them. It's very important. Oh yeah. All right, guys, and here is our first question. Where should we put our zoo? This is the world. Behold, we share it. Y'all are somewhere on here right now with me. Like I'm over here right now in the temperate area of North America, apparently, in like North Carolina. Next year, Chips and I are going to be, where's Taiwan? Well, we're going to be like down here-ish. I don't think Taiwan actually shows up very easily. It's a little smaller, but we're going to be over kind of in the tropical Asian section of the world. You guys are somewhere. Oh, you're in England? Australia? Crystal Vicky, Australia. Puppy, you're in England. Silver Catclaw. Wait, are you in Africa, or do you think we should start a zoo in Africa? Brazil. Ooh, Oceania, California, Australia. Okay, I think I want to go with Africa too, because we do want to try to get a whole bunch of different animals, but especially giraffes, and we do want to try to get the kind of animals that will go along with the community challenges. And I think that we'll go ahead and have, yeah, I think you guys are right. Australia would be really cool, but I think it would be kind of toasty. What kind of biomes do you guys have in Australia? We could have an Oceania new zoo. That would be interesting. There's the grasslands of Australia. There's the desert of Australia, which we don't want because that would be very expensive to take care of. But I do like New Guinea. New Guinea has birds of paradise. They have cassowaries. Okay, guys, should we go for the islands of Oceania? So should we go over for the island, or should we go kind of classic and should we go tropical African? Na na na. Oh, Amelia, you're from Utah. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people who are like, Australia, Australia. Totally Australia. Okay. And don't worry, Silver Catclaw, even if we don't have our zoo located in Africa, we can have the animals from anywhere in the world in our zoo. Tropical African is your pick, Smaggle-Daggle. Islands. Okay. All right. Ooh, woo. Man, we are really, oh my gosh, we're so split. Hell, if whatever one has pigs on it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go with the islands because I don't think that very many people have probably looked at what's in tropical Oceania. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start our wildlife sanctuary there. So it's gonna be Pixel Sanctuary. There we go. And don't worry, guys, we'll have an African zoo, of course, in the future, because come on, it's going to be full of nothing but giraffes. Okay, other things other than giraffes, but mostly giraffes. I plan on having like a gold tier zoo of just giraffes in Africa if everything goes well. So let's go ahead. Pixel Shank. Oh, I pushed a button. The choice is made. Oh my gosh. All right, so here we are. We are in the tropics of Oceania. I'm going to assume we're somewhere like on New Guinea or an island kind of like New Guinea, and we have been assigned a zoo that we can take care of. It looks identical actually to this tropical zoo that we had. It looks identical to our other zoo. What? I didn't know that that would happen. Oh, hey! Oh, Ren, thank you for following along. I do have a Twitch, so if you guys want to pop over to our Twitch, you can follow along for more of the regular streams. But let me scooch my little webcam. I'm flying across the world, don't mind me. But all right, so actually, I have to say, I thought this was going to look a lot different, but it looks literally identical to the other tropical zoo that we have. So I think that no matter where you pick in the world, your zoo is always going to have the same biome type. So just bear that in mind, because I really thought the Oceania would look like significantly different, but it really doesn't. So we're going to come in and we have to get our zoo started, guys, from scratch, together. Our wildlife sanctuary. And our goal is tigers. So before we even get started, let's see what's going on with the challenges, the community challenge. So we need to, the community as a whole. Oh, I need to just, you know what? I think that my face is going to live over here today, because there's just way too much information that y'all are going to need to see. Hang on. Series traveling across the world. There we go. Oh, Lacey, yeah. I am planning on making the Planet Zoo a long-term series. We're going to have daily episodes of our daily zoo, which we had the very first one of today. And what I really love about trying to do things as a daily series is that there are so many events that happen. Thank you, Jada Kitty. Welcome to the adventures. I'm actually going to like, shh. There we go. That's actually for our Twitch. So thank you guys for following on Twitch. I'm just going to kind of like quiet our little happy dancing ostriches whilst we are here over on YouTube tonight. But again, I normally stream on Twitch. Just I wanted to reach out to as many of you as possible to let you know the wonders of Planet Zoo tonight. But anyway, Planet Zoo does community events like the Eye of the Tiger, which I've mentioned a few times by now. And what happens is that the community as a whole gets rewards for trying to reach the goals that they have to educate more about the different animals and to raise the different animals. So what this particular wildlife sanctuary is going to be for is for those special events, so that we can really try to gear everything about the zoo. We might like clear out some exhibits. We might focus just everything on tigers for the duration of that event while we live stream. And we'll be like, this is now a tiger sanctuary. We're just talking tigers everywhere. And we will try to get a healthy breeding pair of tigers up. And the challenge is pretty significant. So Eye of the Tiger breed 75,000 Bengal tigers. Did you know that the Bengal tiger are solitary animals which spend most of their time hunting and patrolling their territory? These majestic big cats are currently endangered due to poaching and destruction of the natural habitat. Join the Planet Zoo community and together breed 75,000 Bengal tigers in your zoo. Not just your zoo, but everybody's zoo. But 75,000 tigers? Is that more than the number of tigers that are currently alive in the world? Like, hang on. Patreon chat over in our Discord. Can someone help me? How many tigers are left in the world? You guys. Do you want to take a guess of how many real tigers are left in the world compared to breeding the 75,000 that we're going to have for like our wildlife sanctuary? Like we're going to put forth maybe like 5 out of our efforts, and every effort that you contribute is really important because it helps to build your way up to the whole community working together as a whole. But 75,000 is nowhere close to how many tigers are actually left in the world. So yeah, I'm seeing some good guesses. Glitch Sunflower, you say 5,000. Hell of Production, you say 700. Shining Hill, 800. Jada Kit Kat, 600. Mystery Wolf, 45,000. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, you guys, you are so beautifully optimistic for the most part. But yeah. Oh, hey, Tegan. Hey, Tegan, I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good day too. There's apparently the first Google result says around 3,800 left in the wild, in the world, the whole world. Tigers don't just roam one part of the world, they roam like the whole world. So less than 4,000. So, wow. That's really humbling. And I want to learn more about them now. So maybe I can figure out like, what could I do to help out with that? Because they're really freaking beautiful. And they're one of my favorite animals, tigers, actually. And I would really like to learn more about them and what we could do to help them. So I want to see what it takes to get some tigers, guys. And then we can build up our zoopedia. We can try to get the tigers like thriving in our zoo. So I can't look at the animal trading just yet. Until we have an animal trading place established, we can't actually see the tigers on the animal market. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna put down a little path, and we're gonna aim for tigers. We will not despair. We're going to try to figure out how to get them in here, and we're going to try to do our part to learn about them, not only in the game, but in real life, and how we could help in both places. So also, I need to come clean with you guys. I've been playing a lot of the daily episodes of our Planet Zoo series already. I've learned a lot. I may or may not have woken up at 5 in the morning. I may or may not have spent so many hours playing Planet Zoo today that at one point Chips came in and reminded me that humans need substance. Please eat this toast. And I love this game. And I've learned a lot from this game. And so I speak from a deep place of reflective wisdom right now when I say, when it is time for you too, my young grasshoppers, to come and start your own zoo, start small. Do not try to build an entire mountain of wolves on one corner of the zoo and a cherry blossom bamboo panda rainforest on the other corner of the zoo. Don't do that. You will have nothing but regrets, and you will have nothing. There will be nothing in your bank account, and the only thing you will taste is regret. So don't do that. Just to warn you. So the moral of that story is that tonight we're going to start small. We're going to keep things simple. We are going to not overtax ourselves. We are not going to exhaust our resources, and we are going to do our best to stay within some logical sense of building. With all of that said, we're going to pop on over here. And what have we unlocked so far? So it looks like in my zoo, I've started to unlock some of the decorative items, and it looks like you cannot... interesting. Yeah, in my zoo, I've started to unlock a whole bunch of decorative items and extra ways to take care of the animals, but it doesn't carry over into the next zoo. So anything you unlock that your mechanics have like trained with, you're going to need to go ahead and unlock it in a new zoo when you open a new zoo. So that's a good reason if you end up making blueprints of things, which we can talk about another day, to make sure that you save your blueprint. So if you created something that you want to copy paste around a new zoo, save it as a blueprint or else it's not going to show up because your blueprints stay. Yeah, it looks like even the blueprints will stay from all zoos, but nothing that you've unlocked will stay. So, that's going to take me a minute to recover from, but that's okay. So we're going to start really simple tonight, guys. We're going to go ahead and use the Planet Zoo like prefabrications to get a few things built. And if we want to even be able to see what animals are available, we need to build this trade center. So we're going to keep things really close. The first animal exhibit is just going to be right here. It is not going to be in the middle of this gigantic map. It is not going to be in the corner of this map. It is not going to be in this corner of the map. It's going to be right at the door so people can walk in and see an animal. Because otherwise, you will be full of nothing but regrets, my young grasshopper. Nothing but regrets. So we're going to tuck this little trade center right here. And you see, as soon as we put the trade center down, we can see the animal market. So, tigers! So here are the Bengal tigers that are on the animal market right at this real life second. And if you look, a lot of these tigers, they come from other people's zoos. So you can actually go down and you can see like, oh, Azia had this beautiful Bengal tiger. Cheshire, beautiful Bengal tiger. You can see where they are from and you can see where they have heights. First zoo. And this one is from First Zoo. And you can see the other people who have bred up these beautiful animals. And when you're trying to figure out like which one to adopt, if you look over, you can actually see the ones that are really high in appeal. So they're super healthy, they're not scarred, they're not sick, they have good genes. They're going to have different medals next to their name. And you can actually physically see like the difference in size between male and female just right there, which is cool. If they don't have any medal, their genes are just kind of or even bad genes. So let's take a look at this girl, for example. She's got decent genes. She's a smaller tiger. So she's not as popular for guests because she's a smaller tiger, but she lives a very long time and a pretty long time, higher than average. She has average fertility for having babies and she has above average immunity. So she's a pretty okay female tiger. I would probably adopt her if I felt like I had enough conservation credits to do her and a male. You don't want to just adopt your female or your male when you don't have enough conservation credits, guys, because then they're going to die of old age. And then you have no tigers. Just as you saved up enough to buy a second tiger, you would have your first, if you buy them now and you don't have enough conservation credits, buy them if they're cheap, but keep them in your animal trade center and do not take them out until you're ready to have them in there together, or else one is going to get a lot older than the other and they're going to just go poof of old age. You're going to try to stick them together for some love story and the other tiger is going to be like, no. So let me see. And you can actually see, like, if it's a healthier tiger, like this girl or this boy right here, his fertility gene is 100. So if we put him in a tiger exhibit with a female, we would probably end up with tiger cubs like all over the place really soon. If the fertility gene is low, they may never have babies, or they may end up like only occasionally having a baby. You want to use that fertility gene. You want to make sure that there's a lot to it. So all of that said, if you're trying to find like an affordable tiger, you can sort by price. And it looks like there is a male here for 400. And this is why he's 400. He's small. He's going to die a lot sooner than most of the other tigers. He kind of doesn't have very good fertility. He might be able to have a kid if he tried, but he's extremely sickly. So we would not want to get that tiger, especially with a brand new zoo, and especially when we wouldn't have a like good vet exhibit to be able to take care of him. And yes, oh, Oscar. Yes, I will definitely mention that in just a second, Oscar. One of our awesome patrons, Oscar, in our Discord just mentioned that the modest estimate for tigers, by the way, in captivity is 10,000 versus the almost 4,000 in the wild. So we'll talk more about that later. But anyway, you can see we have a little while to go to tigers. I would say we need a little over 1,000 conservation credits before we can really afford a female and a male who are decently healthy. And how will we raise those conservation credits? Well, you get the conservation credits from releasing your animals into the wild or selling them on the market. Because all those people, if I bought their tiger for 500 conservation credits, then they would get those credits. And so those people would be like, cool, and buy whatever else they wanted. So we are going to breed an animal, a very special little animal that I've had a lot of luck with in our daily zoo, as you will see in the coming days. And we're going to put them up on the animal market, their babies, and see what the results will be. But would you guys like to meet the adorable little animal that I have selected for us to work on trying to breed up for conservation credits tonight? I'll give you a hint. It eats bugs. It eats bugs. It's one of the rarest animals, unfortunately, in the world, so they say. Extremely endangered, and it has scales. So maybe that will go ahead and give you guys some hints. Because I need to save those conservation credits for our tiger. But I'm going to get some things down while you guys guess. And the first name I see, it may not be the first person. Apologies. I'm putting in a zookeeper hut so we can chop up food to feed this little one. But the first person I see who mentions them, I will be very, very happy to... Oh, there we go. Fluffy unicorns. You got it. Okay, Fluffy Unicorns guessed it. I have saved up a very special animal. Okay, careful. You're gonna see something that you shouldn't see. There. Pangolins! I got really, really lucky, as you will see in our daily episodes of our daily Planet Zoo. And we have pangolins. So in the interest of being able to earn those conservation credits really quickly, I have saved up 3 female pangolins, including one named Mango, who is actually extremely small. She is a very small pangolin, but she happens to have a lot of fertility, so hopefully she'll have a lot of babies. But yes, oh, Oscar, the pinecone anteaters. Yes, the pinecone anteaters, as pangolins are otherwise known as. And I love pangolins. They're just so ridiculously cute. They really are. So we're going to have these guys come in and we're going to breed them up because they actually have babies pretty regularly. It's only 8 months from gestation and incubation to like giving birth. They continue having babies until they become dead, not elders, dead. And they actually live for a pretty long time, like about a dozen or so years. So 13 years is their average age. And they become sexually mature at 2 years. So you have like 11 years. Oh, hey, May Animal Lover, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome. You've got little leafy heart now. But we have like, 11 years of pangolin babies that we could have with our females. And they don't form monogamous relationships. They are actually very promiscuous. So the male will just go ahead and he'll mate with all of the females because they don't like form pair bonds. And the mom will take care of the baby for about a year. And then the baby will head off and they're fully grown by 2. So we're going to add in some pangolins. I'm very excited about this. And we're going to keep it simple. We don't need a lot for the pangolins right now. We need a keeper station. We need the trade center so that we can pick up the pangolins from our animal trading. Let's see. What else do I need like at this moment? Okay, food shop, trade center. Actually, I do have like the large veterinary surgery. We don't need a vet surgery. We don't need a quarantine. Let's see. A staff room. We do need a staff room for our staff to rest at. So that is definitely something we actually need. I'm going to actually keep the staff room. I'll go ahead and tuck it over here. We'll have the staff room over here where people can come rest because the staff does need to rest. And then we do need a workshop so that our mechanics will actually be able to do some research. So that's actually pretty important too. So we're going to have mechanic research over here. And I think we can get away with just having... Oh, wait. I need a research spot for our vet, too. And so we're going to need a veterinary surgery office, of course. All right. So we'll have a vet office right over here as well. Okay, that's pretty expensive, but we need to have that research being done. The vet researches the animals in order to get the animals taken care of. All right. And then... we're going to want to have staff paths. So the guest will actually, I don't know why. Because when I visited the San Diego Zoo, I actually paid out of my own pocket to go on a VIP tour thingy to look inside of the research center and look inside of the vet hospital. I got a tour of the vet hospital because I thought that was so cool. So personally, I think touring the vet hospitals are really cool. But the guests in Planet Zoo don't really want to see all of these things. They don't want to walk by them. They'll get really fussy if they happen to walk by the building, and they'll be like, oh, that takes away my illusion of a pretty zoo. So to keep them away from us and to give my staff some peace of mind, we're going to go ahead and put down staff paths everywhere. There we go. So staff path, staff path. These staff paths, only the staff can walk on. Oh geez, I'm always making a huge mess out of these paths. But these staff paths, only staff will walk on, so the guest will never walk down here, and they won't fuss with our poor staff, and they will leave them in peace. All right, and you know who else they need to leave in peace? My pangolins. I kind of like this crazed stone path, so we're gonna actually use that. There we go. And we're gonna just go straight to making a pangolin kind of pen, and crossing our fingers that hopefully they will have mini babies. And they will feel a little overwhelmed, our poor pangolin, because they are very shy. But we'll talk more about that in a second. All right, let's get our pangolin pin in. Can you guys think of a cool name for like our little pangolin pin? And we don't need it to be very big. Again, I always make these things way too big. So we're actually going to shrink this down a little. Because the pangolin are small. Especially little Mango. Mango is the smallest pangolin. She's practically a pine cone herself. I want to name her baby pine cone. All right, dibs on the first name of the pangolins. We need to go with the name pine cone. Oh, thank you, Anya. Yeah, pathing really does have a mind of its own. It is very stressful in Planet Zoo. All right, hey, where are you going? So I put down wooden logs. As you guys saw in today's daily episode, animals can climb on the wooden logs. Anya, our panda, she climbed right up and over and out of there. Our panda made a grand panda escape. And you'll see what happens tomorrow with what she did with that escape. Oh my gosh, I could not believe it. It was almost better than her escaping in the first place. But our pangolins will not be so adventurous. And they will have, there we go. So they'll be fine. The pangolin paludarium. I love it, Osha. The pinecone pangolin pin. Oh my gosh, I love both of those names. You guys are coming up with some good ones. All right, and let's shrink down the size of this so I can actually work with this darn thing. Connect, there we go. All right, so there we go. Now we have made a tiny little pangolin pen. We need to have a way for people to get into it. So we're gonna put in a habitat gate right here. And we need to have a way for people to see it. So we're gonna put down the crazed stone path right over here. Just a little bit of it. Remember, start small. Remember, grasshoppers, listen to me on starting small with your zoo. You will have nothing but regrets. That will be the ash, the taste of dust in your mouth. Just regrets. All right, and then let's connect up like there. There we go. All right. And so now we need to get to the point where we can add in the pangolins, right? Well, before we do that, we also need to make a way for my staff to get to and fro their places. So there's for staff. And we kind of need to make sure that the staff have power, because without power, well, there will be nothing going on. We've given them empty buildings. They will not be able to run the blender on the pangolin food. I'm not sure what they're blending. Like, I don't know, bugs. They won't be able to do mechanic research. They won't be able to use their coffee maker. So you do have to remember, and I'm so apt to forget this, to put in the basic utilities. So we're gonna get ourselves a transformer in here. Okay. And don't worry guys, the pangolin will be released soon. And then you also, if you have water, you want to make sure that you have a water purifier. If you just try to dig a hole in the ground and throw some water in it and be like, pangolins, you got your water, they're going to get really sick because it's going to get super muddy. You really want to watch out for that. All right, so we're going to put down the energy. We put down the water. Our mechanic is going to be highly interested in this interesting thing that we have created. So he's going to want in on this. Okay, and he's also going to want to be able to reach it. So there we go. There, and I think our mechanic should be able to access that, except for the fact we don't have a mechanic yet. And we don't have anybody to get our pangolin out of the trade center and put it into its exhibit, do we? So we need to work on that too. We shall hire the staff, and we have already almost used up half our money. Ah! Okay, first things first, a keeper. What should we name him? Give me a cool name for somebody who's going to be taking care of our pangolins. And then while you're at it, give me some more names for our vet, who we have just hired as well. And then for our mechanic, who we have just hired. Behold our new staff. Welcome, welcome friends. We shall invite you to the pangolin paludarium playpen. Pinecone playpen. Pinecone playpen. Oh my gosh, it all fits. I love that. The pangolin paludarian pinecone playpen. I love alliteration. Oh, wow. A lot of you guys are saying Jeff. Like 18 of you or something like that. Okay, so Jeff. This will be Keeper Jeff. Oh, Pine! Actually, okay, we're going to have Mechanic Jeff and we're going to have Keeper Pine because he's going to be taking care of the pangolins. What a clever idea, friends. Ooh, and Rosette. Rosette. There we go. And then Phil. Yeah, Beth, that sounds perfect. Mechanic Phil, after your dad, who is a mechanic, and he can fix pretty much anything. So welcome to Phil. All right, so we added in our staff. So now we can throw in the pangolins, right? Patience, young grasshopper, or else you too shall have the taste of nothing but regret again with your zoo. Trust me. Now, you make sure that your staff is assigned to a work zone, which sounds pretty boring. Work zones are your best friend. You're going to love work zones more than you're going to love like cold hard cash. You want to have a good work zone. Do not doubt me on this. Work zones are your best friend. So absolutely make sure you have work zones. Apparently the ticket entrances need maintained. I didn't ever notice that. I'm going to have to fix that over in Zoodesia Zoo. So this is going to be Pinecone Pangolin Plaza. We'll call it Pinecone Plaza. It doesn't have to just be focused on pangolin. There we go. So now we have the work zone of Pinecone Plaza, and we are going to assign the keeper, we are going to assign the mechanic, and we are going to assign the vet to Pinecone Plaza. So what I did when I came over to edit it is I selected all of the buildings, all of the maintenance things, all of the barriers, all of the habitat entrances, and all of the like utilities. And that means that our staff will take care of all of these things, and they have a staff room to rest in. If you build a zoo that stretches from corner to corner, and then you don't have your staff assigned, they'll be way over here at the wreckage of what was supposed to be a Wolf Mountain. That's a spoiler. And they will go, you know, I could really use a coffee. I normally am supposed to be over here to take care of the wolves, but I want a coffee. Should I use the keeper station that's right here next to me? Nah, I don't have a work zone. I don't need to listen to logic. And they will disappear for the next year and a half in the game to go on this epic trek, this journey to the other side of the world, just so they can show up at a keeper station where no one has been able to use it because it's been claimed by the person from the other end of the zoo for the last year and a half in the game to use that facilities for a cup of coffee. Without work zones, we descend into chaos. Use your work zones. All right, so let's wiggle in here. And now that we have that taken care of, so that we won't have any incidences. We're forgetting one. Well, we'll work on that. Okay, okay. Here we go. Welcome, Pine, Rosette, Phil. Very happy to have all of you here. You guys probably need a little bit of stuff to do. So why don't we begin by having Rosette or Pine bring in the pangolin. All right, Mango, it's your time to shine, little girl. You were born in Zudasia Zoo, and now you're gonna come here to our sanctuary. So you come in to your animal storage, select your animal. You go ahead to select move, and then you drop your animal into the correct habitat. You won't see them immediately. Don't panic. Your pangolins haven't disappeared into thin air. There. We assigned all of them here. So now you'll notice Rosette suddenly looks like somebody lit her pants on fire. She came on in. She disappears into the vastness. Do you know what's in that box? Do you guys know what's in that box? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Rosette! You delivered the baby pangolin! Look at her! Mango, my dear! Isn't she precious, you guys? Oh, I love her. I love her so much. But you know what she doesn't love? This exhibit. There's grass. And if there's one thing I've learned in taking care of the pangolin in our other zoo, it's that they do not like tall grass. These are very shy, skittish animals. They prefer to see what's coming to eat them so that they can curl up into a little ball and try to protect themselves with their little pinecone scales. And she is so small. Look at her. That's why we didn't need a big exhibit, guys. She's tiny. Save our money. So what we're going to do with her is we're going to try to get this environment up to her par. We're going to make it so that she is happy, she is safe, she is taken care of here. So while the others are, look at Rosette, see that nice short distance between the trade center and the habitat, not setting up trade center on one side of the map, habitat on the other. Siri of the past, you fool. That helps a lot. Oh, TK just learned what a pangolin is, Paint Seagull. That is so fantastic. And yes, Da Vinci Dalmatian, Mango's very shy. Pangolin are very shy. We want to take good care of our pangolin. So let's go ahead and start to edit up the terrain, get good habitat up for our little pangolin, and make them happy. So one of the first things you'll notice when it comes to like adding in the terrain that will make our pangolin happy is that they want a hard shelter. So if we come over to the Zoopedia, I think it's in the Zoopedia. Let me look really quickly. There we go. We're going to learn a little bit about pangolin for a moment, my friends. A sip of tea from my giraffe mug. The Chinese pangolin, I'm not pronouncing that in Latin, is a critically endangered insectivorous species native to India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Taiwan, and southern China. They are small, secretive, and slow-moving animals, their most distinguishing feature being their layered armor-like keratinaceous scales. Chinese pangolins are between 16 and 23 inches long, with a tail measuring 10 to 15 inches. They spend their days, and this is where we are reading our Zoopedia so we know how to take our best care of our pangolin. They spend their days sleeping in their burrows and their nights foraging for ants, termites, and other insects. So, what we are going to do, friends, is we are actually going to make a burrow for our pangolin to have a hard shelter in. How do you make a burrow? Out of grass? Like so. Behold! First, you make big mountain pile things. Next, you come down and you push your way into said big mountain pile thing. You make a mess You make some sort of horrific growth that makes you wonder if there is something terribly wrong with whatever soil is going on here. And you use the undo button. And then you try again. All right, whoops, wrong one. All right, give me just a second. This is so much harder than it looks. Oh, almost, almost. You want to be so delicate. There. Haha! A burrow! A tiny little burrow! It's not very big. But neither is the pangolin. Alright, let's come in and push. Get back, dirt. Haha! Okay. So, here we go. It's so easy. It looks so much harder than it is to make that burrow. But now we have a burrow on that side. And I'm actually going to do this from this side. We're going to make a little tunnel. So if you're very, very, very lucky, you may actually see our little pangolin in her little tunnel. And I'm going to make this a little smaller up top so that we can fit a tree there. Nice. All right. Then we're going to come over on this side. And if we're very, very, very careful. Almost, almost, guys. There. You want to be very gentle when you're using the forces of, like, sculpting earth. My earthbending powers are a little rusty. Alright, and then let's make one burrow that's kind of down a little bit further. Over here, I think. There we go. Very nice. In fact, can I connect up those two burrows? I think I can. I did it! We've connected up the two burrows. Check this out. And the pangolin really will crawl through here. They will use this burrow. We have made a tunnel. Look at that. Oh, yes. And it turned down the intensity. Thank you, Charlie. I always forget that. I'm like, we're moving this dirt. And I just dive in there. So I do forget about the intensity. That is a bit of a problem. I'm so excited to be an earthbender for once. All right. So now that we have done that, we can go ahead and tell our wonderful, precious little pangolins, hey, this is your burrow. This is a safe place for you to be. So we'll grab the habitat bedding, small, and we'll put it into their little burrow. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, no, 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 my burrow. I smushed it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I love it. Look at that. And now they have adorable little bedding places. That's so cute. Oh, and thank you, Crazy Cow Gamer. That's really sweet of you guys to say. I know. It's so cute. Like, I love that idea, Shining Hill, that Mango might think that she suddenly made it with her own little pangolin digging powers. That would be adorable. All right, but now that we have made her that hard shelter, if we unpause, you can see she's like, you got it. I'm so happy with that. And what she is not happy with is the long grass. So we're going to get rid of the long grass. She really hates long grass. All of them will. And we're going to come in and put in soil instead. And that will actually make them feel much better. So look at that. There we go. So we have now filled up the entire pangolin exhibit with soil. They love that because, hey, they dig up bugs. And we'll add in, we can add in a little bit of short grass. That's what they're telling me. I can put some short grass on top of these little spots. Oh, that's so cute. Holy people! You guys! Look who it is! It's people, and they're here for the pangolins. Do you guys know what we need to do with these people now? This is an important question. This is literally like, we have a bunch of guests here. What should we have around, in front of, or nearby our exhibit in order to make the most of these guests? What is the most important thing that we could get from them at this moment to help our efforts with taking care of our zoo? Oscar, oh my goodness, sharing pictures of baby pangolin. They're so freaking cute. Oh, Beth, you're right. Aang totally did build zoo exhibits in one of the episodes in the Earth Kingdom in Avatar, The Last Airbender. You are right. Aang has been a earthbender too. Wonderful! China Dragon Waffle, Trex and Ninja. kitten! I see many of you are aware of what we need to do here. We need to get their money. We need to have them donate. And we definitely, Angelina, do want to have them educated too. But we want their money. Open up ye wallets, people. And to get them to part with their money, you need to grab the donation boxes. And you can never have enough donation boxes. Because if these people are like standing on this side and they're like, pangolins, I want to save the little pinecone anteaters and make sure that they can live happy, prosperous little lives. But, oh, the donation box, it's 7 steps that way. Whatever. They'll just leave. Don't let them say whatever. Little grasshoppers. Scatter your donation boxes like dandelion seeds. And you will not be tasting the bitter, bitter taste of regret. So, also, we're going to make the... Get back over here. Wait. Why will you not go green? Both of you pieces need to be green. Thank you very much. That one and that. Oh, no wonder. Siri, you're such a goose. All right. Let me go ahead and get these colors down really quickly. You can change the colors in the color swath of your donation boxes. And now these people should start forking over the cold hard cash that we desperately need to keep our pangolins going. Also bathrooms, Osha, you have a good point. That's what the guests definitely need. But first we need them to give us money. So we're going to put them down here. And the pangolins still need some TLC. So let's come over. They need more plants in their habitat. I can get behind that. So what the pangolins are going to need are plants from Asia and plants that are tropical and temperate biome. So, oh, look at you! Mango, you were waddling up the tree. Gosh, I love you. So we're going to go with tropical and temperate biome. And then we're going to go with Asian plants. And that filter just immediately filtered all of the plants that we need, like these beautiful bird nest ferns. Oh, we can get those down here. There's, oh, look at this beech tree. Ooh. Ooh, let's put the beech tree over here, and I'll show you guys a really cool thing that that just did in a second. Whoa, that tree's too big. Too big. We'll scare pangolin. I mean, yeah, and that will cast them in perpetual gloom. All right. There's Bengal bamboo. We could put a little cherry blossom tree in here if we wanted. There's also coastal mangroves, which are really fun. But what I like these coastal mangroves for is that they have a lot of tree roots. And you know how we made that burrow? Watch this. I can grab the tree, stick it in the ground, and look at the roots. We have a root system now that's just sticking into the bottom of their burrow. Isn't that so cool? You can move the objects anywhere that you want to in this. It's amazing. It's absolutely freaking amazing. Oh, and you guys, that's a baby pangolin, but they didn't just give birth. I forgot that you, the one of the male I forgot the male pangolin that we had. You, he's a baby. I totally forgot that. And I was like, why do we have a baby already? One of them just like rolled out a little pinecone baby before I could even believe it. Oh my gosh. We're going to name him Roly Poly. Lacey, I love that. We're going to name him Roly Poly. His name is now Roly Poly. And he is just a baby pangolin. He doesn't really understand what he wants much out of life just yet. But one day he will. And otherwise, he is completely happy. The only thing that he really is worried about right now, any of them are worried about, are having enrichment. So how do we get enrichment for our animals? They're so cute. We can add in more plants for sure, but that's not enrichment. We need to have our vet do pangolin research. So, Rosette. Oh, I need a research center for that. Phooey, we have to spend more money. My hard-earned starter cash that I was just given. Where's the research center? And if you ever get confused and you're like, oh, I can't find what I'm looking for, you can just type it in. It's awesome. All right, we're going to put the vet research. How about right? No, we'll put it over here. Right there. And now, because we set this up, we can have Rosette go to vet research, and because we have pangolins in the zoo, the animals you research have to be in the zoo, we can pick her up and we can say, Rosette, in your downtime, if nobody is sick and you're not treating anyone, go study the pangolins so that we can figure out their enrichment items. And studying the animals will teach you their most specialized enrichment items. You'll unlock those, but we should have at least a couple we can get the pangolins now. And to be able to figure out what they are. See, now she's come in to research them. Isn't that precious? And then she's going to go to her research center, and we'll check her out in there in a second. But to figure out like what we could put in with the pangolins, we could look in their Zoopedia. And I can look back here. So right now we're feeding them rice and larvae. The quality of their food will get better the more research we get. So you always want to have your vets doing research. But we don't know anything about their habitat enrichments. We don't know anything about their food enrichments. So until we actually have Vet Rosette do some research, we're not going to get anything. We're just going to have to be patient. Food bars, my guests will starve. I mean, I guess I could feed the guests too. Mostly I'm focusing on feeding the little animals. But we will go ahead and we will feed the guests as well. But we have our 3 pangolins, 3 females and the little boy. I want to spend time decorating with the plants, but I probably should go ahead and feed our guest if I must. And we do want to educate them too. So let's see. And we do have a little bit of money right now. Oh, and exhibits. I haven't built exhibits yet. Or like little small exhibits. That would be a good idea because the pangolins are supposed to be like in a pine forest. Let's get some small exhibits and then we can actually, let's see. Exhibit. Sorry, I can't see my keyboard where everything is. All right, can I get the small exhibits? Habitat. I wonder, do you have to unlock? Oh, it's these, the small animal exhibits. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we should get some of the small animal exhibits and put down a couple of them and put in like a Titan beetle or something. That would be really fun. Let's do that really quickly so we can try to get the guests to like donate more of their cash dollars, their cash money. All right, and let's put that maybe right here. And then eventually we'll edit this. But I would really love to add in an animal. So, because the exhibit animals, the small exhibit animals, and we'll add in some decorations so this isn't so glaringly like just a space box that has landed in. But if we add in some exhibit animals, people will also continue to donate. And the exhibit animal market is only cash because you don't breed the small animals and put them on the public market for everybody. Feed the guest rice and larvae. That's the true pangolin zoo experience. Oscar, I love it. I love it. And that's even more important why we should add in bugs over here so that people can see the bugs. So what kind of bugs should we add in? We have the Amazon giant centipede. We have the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. We have the Brazilian wandering spider. Oh, we have the giant burrowing cockroach. We should get some giant burrowing cockroaches. That sounds perfect. If we had a giant burrowing cockroach, that would be like, this is the cycle of what they eat, friends. There's also Goliath beetles, a Goliath bird eater. There are poison dart frogs, but we're looking for bugs. The Mexican red knee tarantula. The Titan beetle. Ooh, what should we have? The centipede! Tarantula! Cockroaches! I feel like the cockroaches. Yeah, let's go with the cockroaches for now, guys, because that just is completely what they would be eating anyway. And we can get a male and female. Aria and Simonton. Alright, well, what do they need? Hopefully I can keep... Wow, look at them! The giant burrowing cockroach is a large insect native to the scrublands and dry forest of northern Australia. That's where we are. They measure approximately 8 centimeters long, they weigh 30 grams, and they are dark reddish brown in color. They are so named for their habit of digging burrows in the sandy earth, often delivering them up to 1 meter into the ground. They are a popular pet because of the ease of care and their positive response to being handled. So the giant burrowing cockroach likes being cuddled. I didn't know that about them. Didn't know that about them. I'm glad to know that about them. So now what we're going to need to do is we'll come down. We will buy a female. We will go ahead. We will buy this male. Well, let's buy this male. He's not quite as popular, but he has better fertility. Maybe we can breed them. And we have sent them to our zoo. So now, if we come into our stored exhibit animals, we can go ahead and move them. Look at that! That's so cool! There we go. So we've moved them into this exhibit. We'll have to take a look at them pretty soon. The temperature is too hot. Now the temperature is appropriate. They need a little bit more humidity. So we come down here. So they need it to be a little drier. And what you do when you have these kinds of miniature exhibits is you have to monitor the temperature and the humidity. And you have to keep it within a specific range. There we go. So now they're happy because they're like, cool, I have more temperature and I have more humidity. And then we want to actually add to their layout over time so that they have enrichment too. These guys are just as important as the others. They're going to need some enrichment. Their welfare is really top notch right now though. So apparently they're super happy. And we need, oh, I found her. And we need to give them some new names. What shall we call them? Shall we call them lunch and dinner? Actually, should we call them lunch and dinner? Because our pangolin would totally eat them. Hello? Hello? I saw you here a second ago. It takes a lot of effort, but you can actually find... There. There's the female right here. We found her. Yes, okay. Warrior, oh my gosh. Burrow, some of you guys want to name him. Okay. We'll call them lunch and dinner. You guys really love that. We'll use your much more sophisticated names elsewhere. This will be lunch. Right over here. The little girl. Well, she's a giant burrowing cockroach. She's a big girl if she wants to be. And then this is gonna be when we find him. Dinner. Lunch and dinner. Oh, there he is. He's up in the corner. This little kid can come and look at him. You know you could hold him, kid. Apparently he likes cuddles. Alright. We'll go ahead. We'll give them other names, but I just think those names are like too hilarious. Alright. And then we'll use your guys' other names at some point too. Do not fret. Alright, I'm gonna try to put the donation box right about here. There. 3 steps from the other one. Hopefully people will use it. Alright, lunch and dinner are tucked in. Our pangolins are tucked in. And we need a quarantine. We're okay without a quarantine for right now. And our vet has actually been hard at work, you guys, and she has discovered 6 new items for our Chinese pangolin. And look at how cute they are. Hello, everyone. How are you? Look, they're digging around on top of their little exhibit. That is so cute. Mango. So now our vet has done enough research that we should be able to have new enrichment items for the pangolin. Because if you recall, the pangolin are like, okay, until you get to their enrichment. And they're like, I'm bored. I need more to my life than my adorable burrow. So let's see. Species, Chinese pangolin, right there. And a ball. Water! Water! I forgot water! You guys, what? We almost gave our pangolins poor things. Hang on, I forgot about getting water. Oh gosh, and don't make it so that deep. I'm gonna drown my poor little things. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make a small, okay, small little pond. I almost forgot to like give our poor pangolin water. That would be very sad. All right, can I give them water right here? Smooth water. Phew. All right, now they have a little water spot. We almost like dehydrated our pangolin. You do not want that to happen. It would be a tragic ending. The animals would just die. Like, you would just look up and be like, why is my animal dead? And they'd be like, oh, you forgot to give me water. So, phew. Okay, we have water in here now. Whew. Small ball. Small ball for small pangolin. Boink. And the small ball is the only thing we have. The forge box enrichment. Forget that pond. Take the pond back. I will put in something else. You don't understand. The forge box enrichment is the cutest thing that has ever cuted ever. Whoops. Okay. So that said, I need space for this forge box enrichment. You don't understand. It's so freaking cute. Oh, wait. What? Here? Truly? I mean, okay. My burrow! That was rude. You should not tell me that I can build something there and then you destroy my burrow. Look at poor Mango. She is floating in midair. That is uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. All right. Is there room over here? We need this forge box. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense just yet, but I promise you it's like one of the cutest things you will ever see them use. Okay, so hang on. We will add back in the water. Okay, you know what? Maybe I can rebuild the burrow. Hang in there, Mango. Hang in there. Can I rebuild my burrow? Oof. I mean, kinda? There. No. Ah! Whew. Okay, hang on, guys. Hang on. Hang in there, little ones. Mango, hang in there. Roly-poly, hang in there, boy. I'm coming for you guys. I'm going to try to make this better. I may have made it. Oh, roly-poly. He's vanished into the ground. Okay. We're going to be okay, guys. Nobody panic. Okay, that's a little bit of a panic again. Okay. Mango, I don't know quite how I'm going to fix this for you. But you don't understand. You're going to appreciate the forge box a lot. Okay. I think that'll do. We kind of fixed it. I'm going to have to see what happens to poor Mango in just a second here, though. I have a feeling she's about to have a little bit of a fall. And she's going to be so confused over her earthbending powers. She's going to think this was just a complete, like, weirdness. Mango? Mango! Jeez Louise! This poor pangolin. We need to give her a name, actually. Okay, Mango, you're okay. There you go, Mango. All right, you guys, you need to understand. This is the freaking cutest thing to watch the pangolin dig in this forge enrichment box. I called the keeper to this place, and Keeper Pine, he's looking at it. He's like, okay. The pangolin have this new toy. We want to take good care of it, make them pretty excited. All right, I can help out with that. And so now he's entering the keeper hut, and I will add in the water soon. But he has come into the keeper hut, and look, it's lunch and dinner's cousins. He has now chopped up their dinner. Rice and larvae. Oh, earth moles! Earth moles, Paint Seagull. Those were the digging creatures in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And now Pine has got this huge thing of food. He runs the extremely long distance. Mango's taking a nap because that was a little bit much for her. And she's feeling a little hungry. She doesn't need to fret because right here, what do we have? Rice and larvae! So their food has now been sprinkled into that forage box. And now look at them. Oh, look at her. Roly-Poly is leading the way. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Look at her. Their little tongues. Their little tongues. Oh my gosh. They're getting their dinner. Lunch and dinner. Your cousins have come for dinner. Well, it's not a lie. Look at everybody. So they're all super happy to come over to their little forage box to get their food today. All right, and speaking of taking care of them and food and all of that nonsense, we're going to push a tiny, tiny little spot, and they're going to have a little bloop of water. Just enough. Just enough. Phew. All right. And our vet is back to do more research about them, so that should be good. All right, but I also realized, friends, that I made a major miscalculation. Oh, I love putting the plants down. I love putting the plants down. I really get pretty excited about adding in tons of plants all over the place. Imagine that, right? All right, and a couple of azaleas. Okay. Don't go into a plant. I'm so close. I can feel it coming, disappearing into the infamous Siri. Roly-Poly is maturing, you guys. Oh my gosh, he just grew up. And he's splashing around in some shallow little water right here. Roly-Poly's grown up. Yes. Do you guys know what this means? This means baby pangolin. Oh, that's so exciting. All right, so Roly-Poly has now matured into an adult. He is 0.9 years old. The vet research is now complete, so we have even more knowledge about pangolins now, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can get them another toy enrichment. Okay, they're really unhappy about their hard shelters having been utterly demolished. I can't blame you guys. Hang on. Whoa, sorry, Roly-Poly. Here, what about this for a hard shelter? Oh man, I ruined their burrows. They like really don't trust their burrows anymore. Here, I'm gonna make another burrow at the back. Cause my poor pangolin, we had it all right, and then I had to go and put a big forge box in place. Hang on, guys. We've got, look, oh my gosh, we've got an earthbender on our hands. It's Mango! Of course Mango would be here. Wherever I am bending the earth, there shall be Mango. Joining me with her little earth mole powers. The original earthbender, Mango. Alright, there we go. There. Alright, let's try this again. Sorry, friends. Here is your burrow. What do you think about that? Is that better? I'll go ahead and like dismantle some of the other ones now. Do you guys feel like you have a hard shelter? Yes, now they feel like they have a hard shelter. Well, the good news is we can kind of just have fun with this then. And sort of like dismantle some of that. There, hang on guys. It looks like, that's kind of cool because it looks like the tree. The burrowing, Lunch is expecting offspring. Lunch, the burrowing insect, is getting ready for a snack, too. To have Snack, the baby. Interesting. Alright, and we'll go ahead, kind of soften this up. And then let's remove this bedding, since they no longer consider this, like, a safe spot. Can't blame them. And just kind of smooth this out. There. Alright. And then let's see where Mango, our little earthbending adorable, has run off to along here. Where are you headed to, Mango? She's going on a little adventure. She's surveying the burrow that she just dug out of the dirt and having a good time. I think she's so proud of what she has created. Good on you, Mango. Hopefully our little hovering roly-poly will... When do they mature? Let's go ahead and see when he's going to be mature enough. At 2. So he still has a little bit of a way to go before he would be ready to start helping with having a baby pangolin. But you guys, look at our first little exhibit. This is so good. Are we making... And we're in the green. We're making more money than we're losing. Thank freaking goodness. Oh, look at that. And more of that research is complete. Okay, let's pick out a new pangolin toy to celebrate. And then we do need to start doing research on the giant cockroaches at some point. All right. So the pangolin now feel that they have enough food enrichment, but they need a new toy. So for toys, should we go ahead and add in the herb scent marker for smells? Should we add in the small ball to play with tiny balls? Or should we add in the sprinkler so that they can play in the water from the sprinkler? The water's there. Don't worry, guys. It is right here. It is just a teensy little pond. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's hilarious. Whenever the pangolin are hovering, I just realized my patrons are like, they have both earth bending and air bending powers. We just have like the 4 forces over here. Sprinkler. Okay, a lot of you guys want to see the sprinkler. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the sprinkler up over here. Oh! It almost gets close enough to spray the guest, which is kind of adorable. And they want one more toy. So should we put down the scent markers or should we put in the little ball? Because they're like, I want more. They're very playful pangolin. The herbs? Okay, okay. We'll put in the herb scent marker. To the azaleas so that they can sniff the azaleas. Get over here. I have to... No, you don't understand. Get out of my little... Okay, where do I... Oh, fine. All right. Here. There. All right. That's nice smells for them. Yay! All right. That was all the toys they wanted. Now they feel like 100% happy with their toys. Look at them play in the sprinkler. They're digging up the little worms that the sprinkler is putting down. They're so cute. I love them. Oh. They're just foraging around. They're playing in the water. This is so precious. And some of my ferns are hovering. Get down. Silly thing. There. And now hopefully they'll come over to sniff the ferns. There we go. That is so precious. I know we need a firebending and waterbending pangolin now. Oh, this is so cute. All right, so our pangolins are doing well, and the only thing we want to watch out for is that we want to be pulling in more profit than we are sending out. And one of the ways that we can get more profit is by having more animals here, since we already have a bit of money. And I wonder when Lunch gives birth? I mean, that's a good question, I feel. Lunch, how are you? She is expecting offspring. How does that work for you, Lunch? When a male and female encounter each other, they will move into the female's burrow and mate. After 3 months, the female will give birth to anywhere between 3 and 30 young, who will remain in her burrow for 4 to 6 months, being taken care of by their parents, who each will bring them a small piece of leaf litter from the surface to eat. Mom and Dad, lunch and dinner are going to take care of their little snacks together? That's so cute! Giant burrowing cockroaches are fully grown at approximately 3 years old after they have been through 12 molts, and they live for 9 years. That's precious. Oh, And it's raining. Do you guys know what that means? We can get more money. Hang in there. Wait, I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick. So the rain is coming down. Our guests are like, oh my goodness, what do we do? What do we do? They're all panicking. We're going to be like, guest, guest, guest. We've got you. Come right this way. Step right up to our information center where we are going to be selling some umbrellas. So we actually have umbrellas for sale over here for $5 each. And so we have a new vendor because I just put down a completely fabricated like blueprint. So I didn't have to like fuss with it for very long. And look at her go. Business is gonna be hopping in the rain. Oh my gosh, good luck, lady. Yeah, so now everybody is lined up and look at them go with their little umbrellas. And they're coming back for more. Who even knows what they're there for? Okay, so that's going to be really good. We'll start pulling in some more income from that. The guests are just kind of exposed, but at least, you know, how's our pangolins in the rain, by the way? Oh, little wet pangolins. They're so cute. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. And because we have been researching their research, we can actually increase the quality of their food. So I'll show you guys, and we will get a food place. We should definitely feed our guests too. Just feeding our guests comes with a lot of extra tricky bits that I'll show you guys in a second. But as you can see, Kwai Kwai here is pretty upset because her meal quality isn't very high. And she's like, that was really just kind of like a so-so meal. I think we have researched their new food. So let's check. There we go. We've researched all of their new foods, so we know that we can improve their diet from not only having rice and larvae, but also mealworms and live ants as well. No offense to the mini cousins of lunch and dinner. So to improve the food for your animal, you need to come to the habitat, click on the overall habitat, and then you come over to animals. It took me a little bit to figure this out. And then you select the food quality here. So we can actually add $5 more. We could add in live ants to the food. And what was the other thing? Like live ants. Oh, look, and Rosette's there to do more research on them. What was their other food? Wait, Zupedia. Whoops. Ah, there it is. Mealworms. So now we are giving our pangolins live ants, mealworms, rice, and larvae for $5 more. And look at them. They're so cute when they eat. I love it, you guys. All right, before we look towards getting more animals, I do think we have named Roly Poly, and we have Mango, and we have 2 other females. I would like to give those females, either like forest names, like somebody suggested the name Mushroom earlier, and I thought that was pretty cute. But I would like to give them either forest names or names from like Avatar: The Last Airbender or something that fits like pine cones. So what are 2 female names for our pangolins that you guys think we should use? And right, Beth, the detail in this game is so phenomenal. Look at the moonlight that has now come out. While our nocturnal pangolins emerge from their burrow to crawl across the ground and start searching for more food. It's so ridiculously cute. Pennsylvania? Fluffy? You got me. Pennsylvania. I could not, that was, you know me in puns. Man, I have a very bad weakness for puns, so you got me totally. And Top! Of course! Okay. Okay. We now have Top. We have Mango, who's like also a little earthbender. We have Top, which I don't know why I didn't think to name one Top first. In fact, Mango, how's your fertility? She's really good. Top. Let's actually, you know what? Hopefully, okay, we're good. We're good. I love this. I love this. We're going to need to have a lot more pangolins because you guys have so many good names. Pine Needle Navi. Oh, just Pine for one of them, like the keeper. The wiki that you linked earlier. Fire Cone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, we're gonna need to have more baby pangolins so that we'll be able to take good care of them in the future. All right, do we have any special challenges over here? Adopt 2 different habitat species and food profits. Okay, let's try to get some food profits going up in here so that our guest will actually be able to eat a snack. But before we do that, let's add in another exhibit. This is really not like a very fancy setup of exhibits, but let's actually get another exhibit right over here. Maybe? And I want to add in one more type of insect because... Oh, please let me do this. With normal path, normal path. Ah, thank goodness. But I want to add in another type of insect since we have our pangolins. And because I feel like these sorts of exhibits are really simple and cheap to like use your money to get, but people actually do donate quite a bit when they come up to them. So let's add in another type of insect and let's pick a different type of food to actually name them after, because I really think that that's an absolutely hilarious way to do it. Should we do the Amazonian giant centipede? Let me look at the others again. Or the Goliath beetle. Or a spider or the Titan beetle. I feel like, why don't we do the centipede or the Goliath beetle? Oh, thank you, Megan. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for the super chat. Spiders. Yeah, Gumdrop Horse. These guys are also easy to maintain. To maintain! Oh my gosh! You literally couldn't have timed that any better. To maintain. We're not maintaining these animals. Do you know why we are not maintaining lunch and dinner? Do you remember the warning I told all of you, my young grasshoppers, before we started getting grasshoppers to feed? Do not forget your work zones. Do not forget your work zones. Ah. Yeah. There. I can't believe that. All right, now we will summon the zookeeper. All right. He's feeding the pangolins. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because I'm worried about our Titan, like our beetles. Come on, friend. Focus on. Go to them. They need you. He's here. Are you going to be able to make it better? Where are you going? Okay, he's going to the keeper hut. She had her offspring! You guys! They've cooked up a new meal. Are you gonna feed them? They need food. Keeper Pine, what are you gonna feed them? Alright. Leaf litter? Maybe? I love how you can watch them as they make the food for the animals. Wait, a pangolin's expecting? Lunch had her offspring. Lunch, no. Pangolin's not expecting right now, unfortunately. Lunch had her babies. Pine, did you just finish making them food? He's going, you guys! He's going! And, oh, everyone's excited about the babies. Holy cow. There we go. Oh, and look at him. He's bored. He's like, I hope things get busier soon. Ha ha ha, Keeper Pine. Little do you know. So, all right, guys. We have a new baby. We have a lot of new babies. All right. I'm seeing like breakfast. Yes, Julianne, that's a good idea. We need to name one of them breakfast. Let's see how many we have. I'm seeing a lot of you guys vote for like mac and cheese. And I wish I could make the notifications larger backlog. I don't think I can. So we have 2 new boys and 1 little girl born, and mom and dad, our giant burrowing cockroach, are going to be taking good care of them, which is so much fun. So I want to name one breakfast because you guys are totally right. That absolutely has to have it happen. Oh, brunch! Breakfast and brunch. Okay, breakfast and brunch sound adorable. Yay! Yeah, breakfast and brunch. Yeah, okay, so some of you guys say that you thought it was the pangolin, that the pangolin is expecting. Okay, we'll go check in on the pangolins, because now I'm curious. And litter! The yayness of yay! So good to see you! Okay. Alright. I love it. So now we have in here our babies. So I guess they're all like adults now. So we have dinner, dinner, lunch, breakfast, and brunch, which is just so awesome. And they're doing great, guys. So we're just going to go ahead and leave them be. And some of you guys say that the notification said that one of our pangolin is expecting. A quick way you can check that is by clicking on the overall, the barrier needs repaired. Let's call the mechanic. But you can click on the overall terrain, or sorry, I'm really tired. I've been up since 5 because I was so excited about Planet Zoo. But you can click on the overall habitat, and then you can come down to, you can go to the animal tab. And Eclipse Moonlight, there is conservation in the game. A big part of this game is releasing your animals into the wild and educating your guest. And then, Top! You guys, you were right! Top, is that you? Top! Top's expecting a baby! We need to start thinking of names. Oh my gosh. Top is expecting a baby. Good job, Roly Poly. Good job. Yes. I'm so excited. You guys, this is going to be so fun. This is going to be so fun. Oh, 11 C's. Oh my gosh, Paint Seagull. Keep that in mind. Snack, picnic, 11 C's. Second breakfast. You guys are coming up with great names for our future little beetles. Oh my gosh, there's like a whole window over here. I should probably like line this with ferns. But Top is expecting a baby. I'm so excited about that. Here, we're going to decorate the back over here in honor of a baby coming. Because I don't like how it just looks so open and exposed here. So I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite tricks to do. I love to, when I need to really like fill in an area pretty quickly. Ooh, that's a custard apple tree. I mean, that would work. But I love the fountain bamboo a lot. So I'm just going to stick some fountain bamboo like right here. And boom, I've covered up that hole. And I can actually, whoops. There we go. There, they have some fountain bamboo growing in, but it's really cute because, oh, look at him sleep. It's sleeping in a little ball. Man, that's adorable. Are you gonna wake up? It's thinking about it. It's snoozing. You shouldn't be floating in the air like that. You're not an airbender. Our secret society of airbending pangolins. Wow, that was ridiculously peaceful. The pulley has rolled, Oscar. Roly poly rolled. Oh, it's March. It's March. Top. Top, you're not pregnant anymore. What? Are you kidding me? I spent that whole time looking at like him because he was being cute and you went, where's the baby? You guys, I think we missed the birth of the baby because I was too busy watching Roly Poly sleep in an adorable little curled up ball. But where's this baby? Okay, we're on baby watch. Baby watch. I could find it faster, but I want to see if I can find it with my own 2 eyes first. Top, where'd you have your baby? It says you gave birth. Where? Top? Found it! I could just watch this. Like, it's so freaking peaceful. The baby's giving it sniff, sniff. Sniff, 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 climb. Sniff, sniff. The thing is, it's so peaceful to listen to. It's so peaceful to watch. Bin Bin. Okay, it's a little boy, and I'm thinking a lot of you guys have said this too. I'm thinking Pinecone. I'm thinking we haven't named one Pinecone yet, and I think that would be a really cute name. I don't remember Toph's children's name in Avatar though. So did her son have son? It's not a girl, so it can't be named after Toph's children. So we're gonna name him Pinecone because he's ridiculously cute. Man, I'm happy. Man, I'm happy. Don't suck the baby up! Oh, you're gonna give me a heart attack worrying about this little child now. Alright, how are we doing on money? We need to start bringing in a little bit more of it. How dare you people not donate more for a baby pangolin? Let's go ahead and get some insects in now. I can't believe we have a baby pangolin already. Lunch! Lunch? Lunch, your mates are both dinner and brunch. I guess beetles aren't very picky. I think we're about to have constantly producing giant burrowing cockroaches, which is a good thing because we have more pangolins. Artichoke! Oh my gosh, Plant Queen, that would have been such a cute name. We will have more baby pangolins, do not fret. Pinecone here is just the beginning of what will hopefully be a long, beautiful line of pangolins that we will end up putting when they age, if they're healthy and we've decided that like we have enough of them, up into the animal market for conservation credits. So that's what eventually they will be there for. But let's go ahead and we're going to add in the centipedes. Because we were kind of split on what to do, but I mean, this centipede looks pretty cool. It has really high appeal, but not high enough appeal, I think, to make it worth getting. The male, ooch. I mean, for the difference of a few $100s, we're gonna get a female centipede, and then there's Fernando, the male centipede. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get him if he's gonna be that fancy. But alright, so let's get this in because we're going to name these guys after more food. So we're going to name them Fernando. Let's move you in. And then let's go ahead and get Dolores moved in. And these two need new names as well so that we can have... Oh, look at him! Wow, they're actually really cool. I love it. Let's make sure that the temperature is just right for them. Needs to be a little cooler. Excellent. And there they are. Oh, they're so cool. What about spaghetti? What do you guys think about spaghetti for one of them? Egg roll? That would be kind of cute. Pretzel? Oh my gosh. I love the name Pretzel. I want to name the female Pretzel. Dolores. I dub thee Pretzel. The forbidden pretzel. Okay, a lot of you guys like the name Fernando. Yeah, I think noodle themed or like kind of noodly themed would be really fun. Noodle? Should we just go with noodle for Fernando? Where'd you go, Fernando? Let's see. There you are. Spaghetti? Noodle? Okay, a lot of you guys are saying noodle. So we're gonna go ahead and Fernando is now going to be named Noodle. So there we go. And if you guys remember what I taught you, add in those work zones. Add in those work zones. Thank freaking goodness they're already there. Okay, so now those guys will be taken care of. And huzzah! All right, well, that's going really well. And actually, I think we should go ahead and work on adding in maybe one more animal to the zoo for tonight. I think that that would be really cool. We've taken it nice and slow. We've almost rebuilt all of the money we lost just from establishing the zoo so far. I think we can afford to look into another animal. And I have some hidden away in my behind the scenes personal animal market that you guys will be seeing constantly rolling out on our daily episodes of Planet Zoo. But let's actually see if we can find another animal on the market for cash instead of conservation credits. Ooh, Trisha. Ooh, you guys. You guys. Should I do it? Should I do it? I can afford this. I can afford this tiger. Should I get the tiger? Yes or no? Just like immediately. I think we can just go ahead and straight up get the tigers. Okay. 5, 4. Okay. I'm doing it. Yes! Oh, I got a tiger! Okay. Boy tiger. His fertility is not very high. Oh boy. Okay. All right. But that's a tiny tiger. And he's the only one I can afford. Are you still there? I thought we were going to need to have 1,000 conservation credits. We just got tigers. This is the joy you can give people if you put things on the market for not $1.5 million. Yes, our zoo has no security guards. We'll feed them to the centipedes if somebody steals something, okay? Okay. We are going to add in some tigers. I think what we're going to do, we're going to put down some brick, and we're going to, like, I want to research better types of barriers. Why am I not doing research with my mechanic? Our mechanic, Phil, actually needs to be researching other things in order for us to unlock more things for our zoo that are building tools. So if we want to add more food shops, if we want to add more shelters, if we want to add different kinds of barriers or themes or rides or power abilities or better staff lounges, Phil's our man. So we're going to have Phil, I'm going to have him start researching. Phil, I'm going to have him start researching food shops so we can try to make more money first. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a path that comes this way for sure. And people will come over here, and we're going to have maybe some plants here, maybe a couple plants here, and we're going to have the tigers right over here. Because this is the conservation zoo. And we straight up are going to go ahead and here we go. And we're going to just add in some tigers. It's pitch black in the rain. We are building a brick wall for tigers in the pitch black dark of night rain because we freaking love them so much. I want to see tiger babies. I cannot end this stream and go to bed without knowing if our tigers can at least get pregnant. Now remember, grasshoppers. We don't want to make this like so big that it's impossible. We might have veered into the slightly impossible. But we don't want to make it so small our tigers are miserable either. You would think giving an animal a huge habitat would always be the right move, but you have to make sure you have the staff here who can take care of all of them and maintain the barrier, especially with an animal like the tiger. All right, I think that'll be okay. And there's some tricks I can show you guys on how we can make this much bigger if we realize like, whoa, we need a bigger tiger exhibit. All right, come along, you. We're gonna get this whole thing. And there we go. And we're gonna lift it up. So I remember from the tutorial, tigers have to have at least a 6 meter wall a 6-meter brick wall in this case. And we're going to actually swap out all of this for glass. And people are going to be able to come and see the tigers right here. Oh my gosh, we're going to have tigers. You guys! Alright, hang in there. And then let's make nice wide path. Lunch has just had more offspring. I'm not exactly sure how many babies we want from our cockroach, but you know what? Lunch is doing her best to keep that population healthy and up. Alright, give me just a second, friends. Okay, 7. Paths are so hard in this game. Terrain modification failed. 6. Okay. There we go. Okay, hang on, guys. We're gonna have people come look at our tigers this direction. And then come from this direction. Paths in Siri are a work in progress. But I like them being kind of organic. I mean, I'll learn how to manage them better as time goes on. And then, this is such a humble and slightly concerningly ugly little zoo. But we will, you know, we'll fix it up with time. We just have to be patient and committed. Alright, so we have the path down. And we need a little zookeeper path now. To kind of come around. Woohoo! I said a little zookeeper path, please. To like come around this side. And let's connect up the big path again. Hang in there, guys. Tell me some of your favorite things that you know about tigers, or just if you like tigers, like, let me know while I get the basics of this set up. Okay, so now I need a door. Habitat gate door. Right back here. Nobody into the tiger exhibit, please. In fact, I could even move it closer and remove some of this path. That's fine. All right, and I don't like the brick, but we don't have any other barrier researched yet that will block off the tiger area and keep it nice and safe for everyone. All right. Oh, hey, Uni Kitty Cupcake, thank you. Pretzel is expecting new pretzels. Our bugs are breeding like a fiend right now, which is really good for us. All right, let's come over to... You guys, we're going to add in the tigers. We're going to add in the tigers. Work zone, work zone, work zone. Boom. No. Add back in the pangolins. There we go. All right. That's added in. That's all we really need to do. Is this really going to happen? Am I really about to have tigers? Pinecone already growing up? Pinecone, you were literally just a baby. Okay. Oh, you love big cats. Right over you. And hey, Caitlin. Oh, Beth, you love to watch tigers play in the water. Oh, yeah, that would be really beautiful. Oh, thank you, Alla. We'll work on it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, and now Winter... Apparently we have a giant burrowing cockroach named Winter, and she's expecting babies. Oh, you're beautiful. You guys. Wow. Donation boxes. Donation boxes, donation boxes, donation boxes. You like my tigers? You want to save their species? put money in the donation box and like stop buying palm oil. Ooh. Okay, I love the name Jade for the female. I really love the name Jade for the female. So let's try to pick a name that kind of matches with that for the male as well. Hey, Osha! I want to give them, like, I want to give them some more serious names. Bangoon's about to mature. So I want to give the female, we're going to name her Jade because we're going to do our best with these animals to try to contribute to the Eye of the Tiger challenge. So Jade for the girl and a more serious name for the boy as well. Diamond would be kind of cool. Is there another like gemstone name that would Topaz? Oh, there you go, Jennifer. Topaz and Jade. I love that. All right, let's make our tigers happy, guys. We are going to try very hard to make our tigers happy. The terrain is completely inappropriate for them. We actually need to do some research on them. We're going to shift our vet research. We've learned everything about pangolins now. Vet Rosette, you needed something to do anyway. She's going to start researching the Bengal tiger, and we are going to start decorating all of this as appropriate as we can for them. There's too much long grass again. We need more soil. So, whew. And I also want to make sure that we have some food because these guys kind of need some food. I'm not really sure what to do for like their hard shelter. It's literally raining right now. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and build them like a actual hard shelter just because maybe they don't want to be in the rain. I mean, oh, geez. But they're tigers, so maybe it doesn't matter. I am so conflicted right now. Do I have any, like, Steam Workshop things I can put down? Oh, geez. I have, like, a whole jungle walkway I could install, but we'll save that for, like, celebrating getting the first tiger born, maybe. If you are like me and you get kind of overwhelmed trying to build things, oh, thank you, Unikitty. Then you can actually buy the fully built, here's like a lion den that someone made and put on the Steam Workshop. And I could just buy this as a whole and my lions could have this as their den one day when we have lions. That's beautiful. But we'll worry about blueprints later. Let's just get this down for now. The whole point is to start giving them a good home. Let's see, habitat, shelter. Let's get a basic wooden shelter of yay size, maybe? A little bit bigger than that. So this is 4x4, 8x, there we go. This should be good, where they can kind of climb in. Yeah, where they can kind of climb in and just be out of the rain for a minute. And we'll completely fancify it and change the shelter in the future. But let's give them the large bedding right here and right here. So that they know like, hey, this is the spot where I can get out of the rain and relax because it's raining. Whew. Okay, so that done. Let's get this place up and going. All right. Okay, apparently we need more hard shelter. That isn't enough for them. Phooey. Maybe it needed to be bigger? What happens if I put down a bigger one? Like this. Maybe they needed that kind of hard shelter. There she is! Jade! Welcome! Oh, I'm so excited! Okay. Is that good? Better hard shelter? It's still not good enough hard shelter. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Let's get the terrain going. Many guests think our tickets are underpriced. If you ever get an alert, it's $3 to get in here. Give me at least 8 right now, people. There we go. 8 and 4. All right. So let's go ahead and try to get this place a little nicer. Much less hard grass. Pennsylvania is expecting offspring, and Lunch the burrowing cockroach just had even more babies. Okay, hang in there, guys. And then, you know what? If our tigers need a better hard shelter, I'm just gonna make them like an actual den again. If that's like out of dirt. So let's do that really quickly. It's just my favorite way to make shelters for my animals. It seems to work really well when it works correctly. We want to make sure they can't jump out of the exhibit up top there. That would be important. So better to kind of, and tigers can jump a lot, so I might want to use that with caution. Hopefully they won't escape. There's a map somewhere where you can like set the map to see if you made it so your animals can escape. And then there we go. Yeah, we'll change that filter so that we can see more items. Oh, you think we're only seeing pangolin appropriate items? Oh, thank you, Beth. I will check that out. Hey, this is much nicer than that wooden thing. Cool. Hopefully they won't jump over the top, but here, now that they're here, I actually feel like they are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. And this is not a big enough area. So we're going to actually expand it like this. That's much better. All right. There we go. And then, why are you in a box now, Topaz? You don't need to be in a box. You're cool. There. All right. So what are they? Oh, look at the way the water gathers on the front of that spot. How's this? Yes. Okay. They like that hard shelter a lot better. They still want another shelter, but they like this hard shelter a lot better. So that's good. All right, guys. We're going to do our best to get our tigers happy. There we go. They're doing better on the hard shelter. Let's get the plants down. We're looking for Asian, tropical, temperate, and grassland plants. Look at that. Asian, tropical, temperate, and we can add in grassland. Look at them play. Look at them play in the rain. That is so cool. Oh, hang in there, guys. Oh, they're growling. Oh, did you see them shake off the water from being wet? I love that. We can add fountain bamboo in front of their little cave that we made for them. And I can even slide it into the ground to make it look even better. I love this so much. Oh, and now it's raining again. I hope they like the rain. All right, let's see how they're doing. Jade, what do you think about the plants so far? Let's get in some big plants for them that feel kind of tropical. Not the holly tree. Like this mangrove apple tree. Those feel fun. They want to have a lot of plants in here too. The tamarind trees, of course. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh my gosh, I love tamarind trees. And they're so perfect for our tigers. Look at how gorgeous these are, guys. With the bright, vibrant colors. This is fantastic for our tiger exhibit. Holy cow. I love this. That's so beautiful. There's a bunch of wisterias. There's some sycamore maples. Maple tree, maple tree. I don't want them to like be able to, oh, the little tiny tamarind tree. Oh, I love these tamarins. They're so beautiful. The kapow tree, oh my gosh. That's gonna go at the back as like a centerpiece. Can I put another one in? Like back here? Yes, I can. Pretzel just had babies, guys. Pretzel just had babies. Oh my goodness. All right, all right, all right. And we could add in rose plants. We can add in Indian elephant ears in little clusters. They need to swim. You're right. We do need a swim area up front and center. You guys are so right. Tigers love swimming. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to come on in. We're going to start putting a bit of an indent in the ground here. There. Right up front. People are so excited to come see our tigers. Look at that. Big old tiger swim area. Look at our beautiful tigers. This is so perfect. And now they just need enrichment and food. And the zookeeper to come. I mean, he was talking like, man, it's really boring around here. I hope things pick up pretty soon. All right, and thank you, Beth. I'm gonna knock out. I would have forgotten about having that set to just Chinese pangolins. And now we can give the tigers a cardboard box to play with. Tiger boxes! I'm doing it. I'm giving him a couple cardboard. I'm giving him a cardboard box to play with, and a rubbing pad to rub up against over here. And now they want food enrichment, which we have not researched the food enrichment for them just yet, but we will bring in a small food tray where people can kind of see them eat right here. And the keeper should fill that up for them. All right, is that everything they need? They'll have food on the way. The keeper is on his way. He's gonna start like taking care of things. He says his workload is starting to feel a little high, so that's so cool! You shouldn't be sticking your head through the other side, but they climbed because the shelter is made out of climbing logs. That is so cool! And the keeper was already here cleaning it up, and look, she's just chilling next to the gigantic tree! We have giant trees and tigers now. And look at all of these people! Okay, guys, I am so freaking happy. This is awesome. We actually ended up with tigers. This is so cool. No blood pumpkins, gumdrop horse, Lacey, good point. Can the water filter reach? Let's see. We need to check our map to see, to make sure we're cleaning that water. Lacey, you were so on it. We are not cleaning that water, so we actually need to add in a new water filter over on this side, because otherwise we will not be able to take care of our tiger pool. So I'm going to sneak this in over here. So exit. And then, can I get this put down? Little path. We need a little water filter right there. Good call, Lacey. There. All right. And that should make sure, yeah, now that falls in, so the tigers will be taken care of. Good job, Lacey. That was clever of you to use the emojis too. And now more of the centipedes are expecting offspring. Okay, we've had a lot happen today. We've also increased our guest numbers, to say the least. Now everybody is crowding around to see so much happen. So much. This is still kind of amazing. And I mean, look at these tamarind trees with their gorgeous flowers. Oh, you guys. What else do we have? The mechanic research is complete. We've discovered a new food shop, which is really cool. I am visiting. Look, my avatar is here. That is so cool. The zoo tickets are underpriced. If that's the case, I'm going to raise them up for sure. But all right, guys. Holy cow. We have done a freaking lot tonight. We have kept it small and steady, and we have gained so much money being this patient. How many pangolins do we have now? I turned my back. Pennsylvania is actually pregnant. So Pennsylvania has a baby due in October. So she's going to have a baby too, and we're going to have even more prancing pangolins for Little Pangolin Forest and be able to put them up for adoption on and get conservation credits on the animal market. But wow. I know the cockroach babies really are the main attraction, Kit Kat. It's kind of hilarious. All right, and hopefully the keeper will go ahead. And yes, we should have the keepers assigned to this pen too. Let me double check. And there we go. And I think that my poor little zookeeper is actually starting to feel kind of overtaxed. So let's check in on him. Keeper Pine has a really high workload, and so does Vet Rosette. So we're going to end the day by actually hiring a new keeper. So we're going to hire a new keeper, and we're going to go ahead and hire a new vendor, because this poor little vendor needs to have like something to do too. So let's see. New vendor, so they can swap off and we can afford to hire somebody for a shop if possible. And then we'll add another shop and then one new vet. So let's get 3 new names for these 3 new additions to our zoo in terms of staff, my friends. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to relax because this is just awesome. And what's going to happen is this is going to be the zoo, our wildlife sanctuary that we will be doing all of our streaming from. So if you pop in and out and miss like some of the stream archives, you may kind of be like, whoa, we jumped around a little bit, but I'll have all of the stream archives from when I stream here or on Twitch. I mostly stream on Twitch, so be sure to follow me over there if you want to see future streams here, like tiger babies. And we'll have those here. And occasionally, if we're really pushing to try to at least meet the challenge a little bit, I might do some special extra episodes of Planet Zoo where we bump our daily zoo a little bit and we do events, special events. And in this case, the special event would be tiger breeding. So we're going to have a lot of Planet Zoo, lots of different types. We're going to be doing special videos where we have a day in the life of some of the animals, the characters that you're going to learn about, the very awesome animal characters like An that you're going to learn about over in our daily episodes, and it's going to be amazing. So all right, let's come up here and we have got, let's go with, how about Keeper Beth? Whoa, there you go, Beth, and that way you can work with your dad. And then we have, ooh, I like that name. Then we have Shopkeeper Kimi. So, or what should we call them? Like Seller? Yeah, we'll call her Seller Kimi. And then over here, we have got, let's see, Emmy. So we've got Vet Emmy. There we go. All right, and all 3 of these people are going to be assigned to their work zone. Now, before I forget. And let's go look at our beautiful tigers. I can't believe we got the tigers. So we will be working on getting baby tigers in our future streams that we'll do on Twitch and on here. Probably mostly on Twitch, though. I'm warning you guys so you know where to find it. And then we will also have bonus episodes for the special events so we can be sure to get the babies hopefully before the event is over. So I'm really, 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 really happy with this. Now we just need to see if our very beautiful tigers, Topaz. Okay, now guests think the tickets prices are overpriced. Make up your mind, people. Make up your mind. Fine, be that way. Oh, thank you, artsy person. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for the super chat. There. But now we will go ahead and see when our tigers will hopefully have some babies. When do you guys become mature? They live for 15 years. We still have time. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we still have plenty of time. And I think they're definitely interested. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Under the glorious beauty of the blossoms of the tamarind tree, with the moonlight out, it appears that Jade and Topaz have become mates. Yes. Baby tigers, hopefully incoming. All right, guys, I've been up since 5 playing Planet Zoo. It's time to get some rest. I hope you'll enjoy all of the future streams we have, as well as the daily episodes. This is just a hint at the beginning of how beautiful this game is, how in-depth it is, how you can really fall in love with the animals. I'm home in a lot of ways, you know? And I'm glad to be able to share the whole adventure with all of you. So, hopefully, baby tigers next time. But good night, guys. Good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm like these tigers because I'm snoozy too. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, everyone.